Hey, crazy people, happy Friday to ya.
Hello, it's Dan.
It's Mike.
It's you.
Hope you're gonna have a really fun weekend. And this story is kind of insane. There's a YouTuber here.
Christina
Crockett. Yeah, she's a YouTuber based in California. Guess so are we now.
Yeah.
And she basically has a YouNow account, which if you guys don't know, it's an account where you can live chat with your live feed. It does a live feed with your subscribers, whatever. So basically, she does this thing where she posts kind of like a partner. It's like a split screen, and they have a conversation, I guess. So this partner was this young man from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
His name is Abu Sin, and he has, from what I read, he has been trying to pursue her.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Or at least
Like
on
flirt with her.
On
Yeah.
screen.
Right. I mean, that's what the flirting.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
And this guy, I mean, he looks like he's 12.
I thought he was 12.
Probably is 12.
No, he's 19.
He's 19.
19.
He's 19.
Yeah.
I thought he was. I thought it was like she was helping him with his homework or something.
He looks so young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's called, like, his nickname is like Toothless or something.
Yeah. Well, I think,
Because he's missing like a tooth.
It's like his self, like he takes pride in it. It's like
Right.
He's like, yo.
So one thing we gotta be careful of on YouTube is obviously not every country has more liberal laws against freedom of expression, right? Especially Saudi Arabia.
Right.
It's not like that.
So after these chats, which are posted and
Yeah.
hundreds of thousands of people watch, there's like a series of these chats. All of a sudden, this Abu Sin, he was talking to another guy on one of his videos, and all of a sudden you see a police car. This is reality happening right now. Nobody knows what's going on. A cop car pulls up behind the young man, and arrests him. And they arrested him because he's being charged with basically violating the Saudi Arabia sort of like ethical code.
Yeah, they have a very strict ethical code, and they were saying that the videos were too provocative.
Yeah. Right.
And if you watch some of these videos, like they're going to be considered normal here, but I can see how in Saudi Arabia they might like people might take offense to that because but the way that they're talking is very flirtatious,
very suggestive.
which is suggestive is the right word. Yeah, so. I mean, a lot of people don't actually blame Christina Crockett. Yeah, a lot of people don't blame
she doesn't
Christina
know.
Crockett.
She wouldn't know.
Yeah, but people do as well. But the people who are saying is like, well, you know, it was the guy who was making really, really flirtatious comments. People are more kind of mad at him. They were like, you live in Saudi Arabia. You know what the rules are.
Right.
Why did you go ahead and do that?
I mean, from her point of view, she's kind of devastated because she's like, wow, I didn't know this would have happened to him because now he faces 3 years in prison.
That's the major part of the story, right?
3 years in prison, and she's like, well, I can't even understand what he's saying. So how can we be really flirting? We're just kind of talking back and forth, and people liked him on my stream.
Right.
So she's like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
Right.
And of course, people are saying about him is that he should have known this was going to be the case, and not be in a position where he's basically providing evidence of his crime.
Absolutely. I mean, do I feel bad for the kid? Yeah, I feel bad for the kid, but at the same time, you have to respect and recognize every country's customs. You have to.
Precisely.
You know, like it's easy for people to live in America, especially, you know, progressive liberals or, you know, left-wing non-conservatives to be like, this is horrible. He did nothing wrong. But in other countries, yes, you did do something wrong. So, and it's not even like, okay, because a lot of times we criticize North Korea. To me, like, that's totally different. That's literally oppression to me. Okay, that's just my personal opinion. But in other countries, that's not oppression. That's the way it is. That's the custom.
That's the culture.
That's the tradition. Yeah.
And you can't just be enforcing what one country's like just because you're used to this kind of culture. You have to be like everyone in the world has to be that culture, and if not, they're wrong. I completely agree with you. He should have respected his own country's codes. So
and like kind of like Mike was saying, like it's pretty dumb. Like YouTube is global. Like you think like people in your home country are not gonna see it? Like he's talking about hundreds of thousands of people, or maybe he was like, oh, if I do it, if it's like a American company,
he's probably not even thinking. He's probably just like, I'm a YouTuber. I'm making a video. Like he's not even considering any of this stuff.
But like growing up, right? He grew up. He's in Saudi Arabia, right?
Right.
How do you? But doesn't he have? Isn't somebody like, yo, man, you can't be doing that? And then
I'm
just
sure in
doing
the comments, people are like, oh my god, blah blah blah.
No, like his friends or his family. I'm imagining I'm growing up and I should know these things, but I've never lived in Saudi Arabia, but.
Well, we know a lot of rules here. Like, we have certain rules here too, but we don't always follow them. You think, oh, it's okay, I'll get away with it. It's not a big deal. But then sometimes it is a big deal and you get caught and then that's how you get in trouble.
I mean, I would know that this is a really big deal. This is really big deal.
Well, this is, I mean, obviously really, really serious. This is like not a joke, and I can't imagine one day we're making videos and all of a sudden the cops show up and be like, hey, you made some content we can't accept.
Right.
So we're gonna take you in. No, that's the thing, right? Put ourselves in China. If we were in China right now, there's certain things we know we cannot do.
Yeah.
Right? We cannot criticize the Communist Party.
Yeah.
We cannot criticize any official of the Communist Party.
Nope.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, we would have known this. So I don't know if he didn't know about this, or he might have just, again, like, he was like, yeah, what's the big deal? I'm just making some videos.
Yeah.
Or he might have been like, how are they gonna find me? Like,
and the crazy part is, I don't understand what him and the other guy was saying, but you could tell, like, the body language. First, his friend thought it was a joke, so the cops came up. So he was even making the siren sound, like, burp, burp, haha, you got pulled over. And then you get fast, and then when you go to the end, the guy's like, oh my gosh, this is serious. Like, they're taking him away. I'm like, if I was watching that live, I'd be like, this is like reality TV right here.
To a lot of other people, they might be like, well, it's not a big deal. Why is he getting arrested? But like we said before, different country, every country is different, and this was the consequences for his actions. And I think that now that this has happened, maybe people will be a little bit more careful about various rules and laws of their own country when they do something like this. It's not just Saudi Arabia. There's probably a lot of other countries that, even different hand gestures that you shouldn't make, And I think that a lot of us, if we do anything that's going to be out in the public, we have to even be aware of our safety and other people's safety as well.
Well, anyway, we'll keep you guys updated about what happens with this, because I'm sure this will be pretty big news, especially in the YouTube community, because,
because it's kind of crossed cultural.
We talked about this before. Like, there was a Russian vlogger that was arrested because he played Pokemon in a church.
Okay. Yeah.
So there are a lot of stuff going on like this, but this is the latest craziness that's happening right now. But anyway, let us know your thoughts on this story. Thanks for watching.
Later.
Bye.